you have worked in financial services and fintech industries a lot, as you just mentioned. Now, you also mentioned earlier how in tech, there's been lots of layoffs in the last couple of years. Have you seen that mean that it's been easier for Wall Street firms, for financial firms to be recruiting tech talent?
Yeah. So here's the benefit of being in the business so long. You kind of see cycles. So I would say during the dot com years, you saw, or starting from the dot com years, is way back in the day, the brain drain from Wall Street to the Valley. That went on for a lot of time until Wall Street started catching up and saying, hey, the Valley's doing something super cool. We need to take that tech and we need to implement it here. So, what's happened is it's kind of gone full circle. I've had people that were at Goldman Sachs on the derivatives desk who have PhDs in statistics and econometrics go over to Uber and, be in their surge pricing data team and now make their way back to a fintech because there's a robo advisory business where they've learned super cool tech and now they can have, sort of apply their deep learning generative AI models to a robo advisory, right? So you're kind of seeing this circle, and I feel like the brain drain from Wall Street to the Valley has now shifted to the Valley creating super great products and going through that sort of life cycle of whether it's SaaS products or whatever, and then coming back this way because there is a lot of um, appetite, right? So for those layoff employees that are kind of used to tech culture, I would say that fintech and financial services and non-traditional, non-tech cultures are very inviting to those folks because they want to know about product, they want to know about all of these other things, and so you have great opportunity to have an impact, and you won't feel like a cog in the wheel at a larger traditional tech firm.
Yeah, really nicely said. Now, something I often wonder about is these big financial companies, they love Windows and they love Excel. And that's usually they're like, you know, yeah, we're sticking with Windows because I know all my Excel shortcuts. But then people like data scientists, software developers, we all use open source tools. We need Unix based systems like a Mac or literally like Linux, a Unix system. And so this is mostly a joke question, but there must be interesting kind of cultural things as these companies, financial companies, fintech companies, the leadership is probably so used to their Excel hotkeys and Windows. It must create some kinds of issues where like,
Oh, there's culture clash. Like
yeah.
you nailed it. There's definitely culture clash, tech clash. I think the one thing that most techies um don't bet on is the amount of regulatory and compliance issues
Mm,
that they have to face, and that's just table stakes. Like they just have to get over it. Like that's just part and parcel of what the job entails. And so if you're saying, oh, we got to, do everything in the cloud and this and that, and like you're going to go buck wild, no, they're going to taper you really quickly. That's not going to work. So you're going to have some sort of measured approach where I don't think that they're afraid of like running small pilots, quick wins. Let me tell you something. Wall Street loves money. Financial services firms love money. And so when they see a pilot go right, or there are quick wins, or we've had 30% increase in they will go all in and figure it out. But up until that point, you can't be a bull in a china shop there.